Oh, oh boy. Oh, it's making me so nervous. Oh, look at the lights, look at the lights. Okay, I'm ready. I'm nervous, I'm ready. Over 4 years ago, I was working as a valet driver in -degree weather for only $60 a shift. I would essentially park people's cars and park specific cars like this one, and always dreamed about the day that I would potentially be able to afford to have my own car exactly like that. Well, today's the day. It's been a long time coming, 7 years in the making, that I first had this thought inside of my head, and I'm now in a position where I can be able to comfortably afford purchasing my dream car at the current moment, and it's a 2026 BMW M4 Competition X-Drive, fully spec'd out, fully customized, 100% brand new, exactly to my likings. Every single little detail of the car is exactly how I want it to be, with specific things included, specific things not included, and today I'm going to bring you guys along with me this whole entire journey. I've got my fiance, I've got one of my employees here with me, my right-hand man, and also his girlfriend as well that's going to be part of this, so I'm excited to have you along. So let me go get changed and let's go get the car.
What are you going to go do right now?
We are on our way to go get a new car, and it's been almost 5 months since I've originally placed the order for this car, so it's been a long time coming. And funnily enough, this is actually my first car that I've ever bought ever myself. Very excited, very nervous. This has been my dream car, the car I've always wanted to get, and I'm excited.
So why this car?
This car, I remember when I used to drive cars as a valet, and we drove a lot of cars, to be clear. We drove a wide variety of different cars. Whenever I got into this type of car, I don't know, it just felt comfortable to me. It felt like I loved the way it drove. I loved the way that it felt. I loved the way that it was engineered. And as I drove the base models of this car, I liked it. It was okay. But then as I drove the higher end models of this car, that's when I really fell in love. And I always would want to keep an eye out if ever one of those cars came by as we were driving, that I was the one to shotgun driving that car whenever we possibly could. So this car has been on my mind for 6-7 years, I think. And it's gone through many different models and many different variations, but I'm super, super excited because we're actually getting a 2026 model and we're 2025 right now, so it's interesting.
Okay, now that you got your dream car today and you're off to go get it, what are your next big goals?
I don't see myself buying another car after this. I really feel like this is going to be a car I'm going to have for a long while, just because I'm such a huge fan of it. I've wanted this for a long period of time. But I mean, look, next personal goal, obviously the application process of getting this car was actually quite tedious and a little bit annoying. At first, I wasn't entirely improved for the car after they did the credit check, because credit was all good, payment history is all good, but because this is the first car I ever actually bought myself, there's no history of me paying off a loan in this significant amount of dollar. So I guess one of the things now is just to get a hell of a lot richer, because they wouldn't approve me simply because it was my first car. And my number one thing was that I felt like I wanted to simply buy the car cash. That was the only way that they would actually approve me to get the car. So I guess it's just to get a hell of a lot richer, so that way I don't have to lean on what the bank approves or doesn't approve, and just do things as I please whenever I want to do them, instead of just going based off of other people's permissions.
Yeah, what are you most looking forward to inside that car? Is it how the car looks? Is there something that you customize inside the car?
I definitely think how the car looks. I think the inside is the inside. I know it's going to be nice and it's going to be, you know, to my likings. I'm not so picky about the interior of cars to a certain extent, but the exterior is what I'm going to be really mindful of, because I put in exterior full entire carbon trim package on the car, which was the most expensive add-on that it actually allowed me to do. So that's probably one of the most important things, is how the exterior of the car looks, and making sure this thing looks like a wide body, but also very aggressive. sports car, if that makes sense. Kind of like a Batmobile.
Oh. So you're a little Batmobile.
Yes, exactly. My own little Batmobile.
Do you have a name for the car?
I have a name for a car? No.
Do you want to name it?
Do I want to name it? I don't know. Should I get my license plate kind of like, should I tag my license plate a certain name?
What should the name be? Let's put it in the comments.
Well, what should the name be? Yeah, that's a great idea, actually.
Put on this license plate.
It can't be anything feminine, that's for sure. It has to be something that's actually, I was actually thinking Jeff,
Why, Jeff?
because Amazon. that would be something that would make a lot of sense. It'd be Jeff. I thought Jeff. I thought AMZ. I thought LDE for leading digital ecom. Yeah.
All right. So now we're off to go get it.
All right.
You ready?
See you in there. All right. So we are here now
Who are you with?
with the student advisor, the one, the only Francesco. For those of you that don't know, he's actually been with me now for 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 years since I started this company. So he's been the one that initially started off as one of my students and then now saw the bigger vision to the company. And now we're here purchasing my dream car.
Yeah.
Thanks to him, actually. He was the one that did a lot of this and coordinated a lot of this because I would never got into the car. So how are you feeling?
Honestly, I just want it to be done. At this point, we want keys in hand, do the unveiling, and be done. Sign the papers, because it's been a wild ride.
Yeah. I agree. It's been fucking stressful.
Yeah.
Like I'm nervous right now going to go get the car. I told her before this is like I'm waiting for a final result on an exam.
Yeah, literally.
I'm nervous, I'm shaking, but without revealing the car, how do you feel about the car?
So, just disclaimer, I'm the one that saw the pictures. We did the whole process of picking it, and lo and behold, the car was actually delayed for quite some time. We're not gonna go into that, but it was quite the wait.
Yeah, that was quite
All I have to say is when you're gonna see the car, it's gonna be everything you asked for, all the colors, everything's gonna be perfect. The only discussion, which we'll go later on, is did we choose the right seats? That's where we'll go. So we're gonna leave that. That is a hint.
That's the big question.
It won't be up to him to choose. It's actually gonna be the person behind the camera that'll have to make that decision.
Really?
Reality.
Exactly.
I get to choose?
I will. No. Did we choose correct? This is the underlying issue.
That's what we
Did we make a good decision?
Yeah.
And I'll be honored.
I think yes. You think yes?
I've never
I
signed.
never signed now.
So that's the only
I have.
and I took your word on it.
Yeah. So this is where I might not have a job tomorrow.
That's how it comes down to. But no, I'm excited. Do you think they're gonna give us some special?
I don't think they're gonna give us anything, as we are pretty much robbing them with a crazy deal on the car.
Yeah.
Brand new, 2026. Not saying everything. You know it's a BMW. Well, which one?
That's the only thing. Which one is it? That's the biggest question. So, gonna have coffee and enjoy.
Yeah.
And we'll see you over at the dealership.
Yeah.
Oh, Beyonce, shit, then we getting married. I bought sand to the beach, cause my beach is better. You can keep the beach, cause that beach, whatever. Started out at the Derby, ended up at 1-0.
Just because Santa came early, I'm gonna sit next to the Christmas tree. I'm very nervous. I'm nervously excited.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, maybe I should get one of those for Sprout. The little miniature cars.
This looks like a really good coffee.
So over and under, how many days until I get my first speeding ticket?
It should be none. If the car came
Pussy.
fast and slow down.
I'll give it 2 weeks. If the roads stay clear, I'll give it 2 weeks. First BM.
This is for the automated decision for the credit app. I just need a signature here. This is to acknowledge the fact that we offer you the papers in French and we ask for them in English. I just need your name, signature, and a date, please.
Can I sign or have to write it?
Write it. Yeah.
You can invite me to events?
It's possible.
Okay.
What'd you say?
And it's just a signature.
I want to get invited to events.
Most possible. If you have unveilings and stuff like that.
tier cars. This is the fun part, believe it or not.
Okay, we're ready? I'm excited. I'm fucking. I've been ready for 5 months now. All right. Thank you. Oh boy. Oh, it's making me so nervous. Oh, look at the lights. Look at the lights. Oh, Lord. Okay, I'm ready. I'm nervous. I'm ready. Oh.
Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only roll like once. Life moves fast when you're doing what you want. At this time,
Look at this. Manaj. Look at the fucking back. Hell yeah. This is what I'm talking about. Whew. Wow. Oh my God. Look at the lights. Yeah. There she is. Absolutely insane. You got the whole carbon package. We got the whole carbon trim. You got the beamer lights up there. You got carbon fiber mirrors. Obviously, we're in a garage right now, so it's not the best lighting. You can definitely see the details on the CS lights there are truly incredible. Let me do that one more time. Nuts. And then you do got a carbon splitter there also. But this thing is absolutely a dream come true. It is a little bit dirty because I have been driving it, but I mean, man, wouldn't want this anywhere else. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually start it up. Sounds so good. So as you can see this in the light, you actually got the whole entire carbon fiber front end here. So that is usually black. You've got the CS lights, which is unarguably probably one of my favorite part of the lights, is the little snake eyes that you can see there. You've got the ventilated hood in the front as well. You have the carbon mirrors. So with the carbon mirrors, you can see that this is our carbon and it is wing-tipped indeed. You got about 20-inch tires here. So yes, it is snowing right now, but I do have the summer tires still on with the all black mags as well on that. And then you got the little carbon logo right there, side vents also. You got that. As we open up the car a little bit more, you can kind of see a little bit more of the details within the vehicle. You got a little side mag right there. You got the footrest on the bottom. You got the seat belts. This is kind of what the interior looks like. Excuse the dog bed that's there also. We did decide to go for the sunroof rather than anything else. And you can have, those are the back tires also. And again, with the CS lights, I mean, the CS lights are probably one of my favorite things of this car. It's just, it looks so sleek. It's like so amazing. And you got the back end carbon splitter as well with the quad exhaust also. And this thing sounds absolutely fantastic. And as we make our way around, you got the whole entire other side of the vehicle as well. So it is indeed a coupe. It's not yet wrapped. It's not yet tinted. I'm going to do the back mirrors as dark as I possibly can. Front mirrors have to be within specifications because we do live in Canada. And then we got the back will be as dark as I possibly can make it. And then, yeah, so this is essentially what the car looks like during the day. I mean, honestly, an absolute thing of beauty at the end of the day. I truly love every single element of this car. And I'm happy to how exactly it decided to come out, considering all the mods, all the specifications I've put into this car. And by the way, if you want to figure out how exactly I went from parking cars to now being in a position where I'm able to purchase my dream car over 4 years later, I walk through the whole entire step-by-step system inside of my 101 mentorship program, where I teach other people how to build and scale Amazon businesses, because that's what allowed me to be able to purchase this dream car is through my own Amazon store that I've been running for 5 years now. So if you want to be a part of the mentorship program, you can click the link in the description down below, apply to be a part of it, and I'll see you on the inside. So this is essentially the interior. I mean, the carbon fiber wheel is probably one of my favorite parts about this whole entire vehicle. The screen is actually pretty big too, which I was super duper happy about. And as you can see, we do have the whole entire carbon fiber interior trim. You've got the center console here, which is all carbon fiber as well. Got my dog's little dog bed. Obviously, you got the M4 seats. Now, I mean, look, here's the thing. I was a little bit skeptical about, you know, the bucket seats or not getting bucket seats for the M4. I've heard mixed opinions about it. Now, so far, the regular seats, these seats here, regular seats, I mean, they're comfortable. They're built for long drives. They're not ever going to hurt my back or anything like that. The one thing that I do recognize that a lot of people did have issues with was specifically the bucket seats being hard, the bucket seats having no ventilation. I'm not sure about the ventilation part. I was a little bit concerned about that one. And then even further to that point, being in a situation where, let's say hypothetically, I take a road trip. Supposedly the bucket seats were inarguably one of the worst decisions one can actually ever making, because they are racing seats at the end of the day. They look super cool, but unfortunately the comfortability level is just not entirely all there. But overall, it's been a couple of days now that I've been driving this car, and I absolutely love it. I feel like I'm in a position where, you know, whoever said money can't buy happiness, I mean, they've maybe never bought themselves their dream car or anything like that, but I'm in a position where I'm happy. I love this car. It's everything that I thought it would be and more. And there's little specific details in the car also that I feel like are just, you know, really well thought of. So for example, in the M4, you've got this little like blue trimming all along the steering wheel here specifically. Obviously the carbon fiber, you got your M1 buttons and your M2 buttons. I like to call this kind of like safety sport mode. I like to call this kind of like death mode because with M2, how we have it set up is essentially the M2 feature is everything is off. It actually goes into two-wheel drive, no traction control, and it goes into basically like a full-on track car. And as you can see right now in the Canadian winters, if I can adjust my camera, that's obviously not ideal to run a car like this in the Canadian winters in a full-on track mode. So things like this, obviously M2 will stay off probably for the majority of the winter. And then beyond that point, M1 obviously makes it just sound really, really good. Outside of that, obviously, of course, you do have other specific situations. So you do got the stitching in the seatbelt also. That's awesome. The blue stitching that you can see right there. And yeah, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling happy. It's been a long time coming. It's been about 7 years since I wanted to buy this car. And now finally being in a position that I can be able to do it and I can be able to afford it. And I can be able to, well, to be clear, I could have been able to afford it a long time ago. But now being in a position where I've delayed my gratification just feels that much better and that much sweeter at the end of the day. So yeah, I mean, driving something like this is obviously a different ball game to say the least. Obviously it's about 585 horsepower. Definitely very dangerous to drive in the winter here in Canada to say the least. And I don't even have winter tires on this thing yet. I do have about 10 days to get winter tires on this car. And right now I'm actually on the way to get this car fully wrapped, fully tinted. I'm not going to wrap the car in any particular type of color. It's just going to be PPF. PPF with heat protection as well. So I believe it's like metallic PPF or ceramic PPF is, if I'm not mistaken, is what they're going to do it, and ceramic tints also. And yeah, I mean, honestly, it's just such a great feeling. Every day that I head to the gym, I'm kind of like reminded about like how far I've come and being able to buy something like this, although it's a materialistic item and I'm not necessarily a materialistic individual, definitely gives myself a feeling of reward because of how much hard work I've been putting in over the last 4.5 years of helping me build my own Amazon business and helping other people build their own Amazon business as well. It's just one of the sweetest feelings that I could ever possibly imagine. And, you know, for something that felt so far out of reach for such a long period of time, and working as a valet saying, hey, like, I wish I could do this and I wish I can have that. And now being in a position where I could comfortably be able to purchase a car like this, man, it's such a sweet feeling. So now I know a lot of people are going to ask this specific question, so I might as well address it here. How much does a car cost? What is the fees like, and all that different types of stuff. So this car originally, I built it completely from scratch. So every single little detail, every single little side fender, every single skirt, every single spoiler, the rims, the mags, like literally everything, I customized completely from scratch. So this car was originally ordered in August of 2025, and when it was ordered in August 2025, they were explaining, or sorry, I believe it was actually July. July, we got the order confirmation in August. Once we got the order confirmation in August, what then ended up happening was that they were letting us know, like, hey, yeah, a shipment's gonna come in about 3 months' time. And I said, okay, cool, like that's fine, no worries. Lo and behold, obviously, of course, there were massive delays. There were, you know, issues in the production and all that different types of stuff. And because this car was customized completely from scratch, means that it was built in Germany and it had to get shipped from Germany all the way over here into Canada, which definitely, obviously, I could anticipate would take time. But at the time of us getting this was late at the end of November, so about like November 28th is when I actually got physical possession of the car and drove it off the lot. So there was that. So there are about a little bit over $10,000 in add-ons and specifications for this particular car, just because I felt like, you know what, this is a dream car of mine. This is something that I've always wanted to be able to, you know, buy myself, and it's been something I've always had my eyes on. And I said, you know what, why not just go all out on it and really spec it out exactly how I liked it. So I picked the wheels, I picked the skirts, picked the whole carbon fiber packages, what to include, what not to include with the specific modifications and whatnot. And when it came down to it, I mean, look, originally a car like this is about, and all the car guys can quote me if you want to quote me, but about $150,000. We got a really great deal on this car, actually, and shout out to James at BMW Laval for really crafting something up for us that made this an awesome deal for us at the end of the day, especially for a brand new 2026 BMW M4 competition coupe. I mean, I was super happy with what we got on the car. And at the current moment, it's about, I mean, the interest rate that I got in it was actually really, really feasible. It was about 2.49% interest rate, which was really good. And with that 2.49% interest rate, I'm paying about $1,800 a month for this car at the current moment. And then the beautiful part about this, and I'm not entirely sure, but the beautiful part of what I've heard about BMW M4 specifically, especially when you have one that is customized, one that is specified to one's liking, is that they actually do hold their value at the end of the buyback period, at the end of the term. So after 4 years, I will be able to be in a position that I can buy this back and most likely, in full transparency, be able to resell it and probably make money off of it. So technically speaking, and don't quote me on this, but I'm to a certain extent actually driving this car for free. It's kind of what it feels like. But no, in all honesty, $1,800 was something that I was okay paying on top of all the add-ons and all that different types of stuff. Insurance-wise was also really good. I got a good deal on the insurance as well. So it's not costing me necessarily too much at the end of the day. And I'm in a position where, like, again, I can comfortably just enjoy this car and drive it as I please without worrying about anything or anything like that. So that basically sums up this vlog. I mean, I hope you guys enjoy this. This is my first vlog that I ever actually made. So I hope you enjoy this. And if you want more day in the life content around specific things like this or how I go about my day-to-day life, please feel free to comment in the YouTube video comments down below. But in all honesty, I'm enjoying life right now. This is definitely a peak moment of mine that I will remember for a long period of time. And this will be one of the many cars that I do end up owning in my lifetime. But I'm going to enjoy this while this is here, and I'm going to be able to leverage it and just truly enjoy my time as much as I possibly can while I am driving this car. If there's one thing that I want to share with each and every single one of you, you might feel like that specific thing is too far out of reach. You might feel like you're not able to do that. You might feel like you're not built for it. You not feel like you don't deserve it by any means necessary. But truth be told, anything that you can possibly put your mind to, and anything that you decide to do that 99% of other people don't decide to do, will allow you to get a lot of other things that people aren't able to achieve. Hence, having a car like this, this is a very big milestone. It's a pretty expensive car at the end of the day. I consider that to be a massive win on my end. And truthfully, anything you just put your mind to and you hold your head down and you work really hard, you stay disciplined to it all, great things can come from that. Again, leave a comment in the comments down below. If you want more vlog style type videos, I'll be happy to make them. I'd want to be able to open myself up as much as I possibly can to every single one of you and show you more of what the day of life content would actually look like. So this specific car is something that I've had my eyes on for a long time. And yes, I could have bought it a couple of years ago, but I decided, why not delay my gratification a little bit longer? And that car is roughly about $150,000. There's a little bit over $10,000 in add-ons and specifications. Like I've mentioned, so specific things like carbon trims, like sport packages, premium packages, and a lot of different types of bells and whistles that are involved with it. And really the monthly payment for the car came out to about $1,800 per month. I was given the opportunity to put down a security deposit, not a down payment, but a security deposit for the vehicle that reduced my monthly payments as well. And I actually got a really good interest rate on it at about 2.49%. So I was really, really happy about that. Now, the other expenses that are going to be coming with this car is obviously a lot more. So there's about $350 in insurance that I'm going to have to pay, roughly about $100 in gas per month. I mean, it's the dead of winter right now, so I'm not going to be driving this car too many different types of places. The actual winter tires, because I do live in Canada, so I can't have summer tires during the winter time, that will cost anywhere between about $5,000 to maybe about $7,000 for all 4 winter tires. And then I am planning on doing paint protection film, so PPF in other words. PPF is a very common thing that a lot of people do here in Canada just because it protects the natural paint of the vehicle, and it's just a clear glossy coat that goes on top of the vehicle, so that way any salt stains, any door nicks, any specific scratches that may come onto the car are not actually going to go onto the paint, but they're just going to go onto the PPF, and the PPF protects it in that sense. And that's going to be about $5,500 when it comes to the vehicle also. And then beyond that point, I am planning on installing a kill switch inside of the vehicle, and the kill switch will most likely end up being an additional $5,000 as well on top of that. So there are many different types of other expenses that come with having a vehicle like this and having a vehicle of, this standard of this performance. And I want to be able to make sure that I'm building as much equity into the vehicle that I possibly can, and making sure I'm protecting it at all costs to make sure it can actually maintain its value. So if ever I want to get to a point where I sell this specific thing, you can do a lot of research yourself, but I've done a lot of research, and I've basically realized that BMW M4s do indeed hold their value pretty well over the next 4 years. And this is a vehicle that I would be able to sell and actually make money off of, because my buyback price on the vehicle is about $56,000. And with it being $56,000, I can easily resell it for probably about $80,000 to $90,000 at the end of the 4-year period, which basically means at this current moment, I'm driving the car for free. But most importantly, what I want to explain to you all is that buying something like this and achieving a milestone like this is something that is, a personal goal of mine that I've had. Maybe you might not be the one that wants to buy a car. Maybe you like handbags, maybe you like watches, whatever it might possibly be. It differs from person to person, and it's really subjective. But the one thing that's really, really important here is I want to explain to you that I'm not financially irresponsible by making a decision like this. Because like I said, this is something that's been in the making for 7 years now at this point, right? I could have stretched myself to a certain extent a couple years ago to purchase this car if I really, really wanted to, but I decided to delay my gratification and really just truthfully enjoy and indulge myself in the experience of driving this car without having the stress of like, well, if someone hits my car and I get into an accident, God forbid, if, I nick a curb and one of my, rims specifically gets scuffed or scratched and I have to replace another rim that could probably cost me $1,000 or whatnot. I don't want to be stressed out about these little things because it is a very high-end vehicle at the end of the day, and things just generally cost more when the cost of the car increases at the end of the day. So, you know, being in this position where I'm now comfortably enjoying the vehicle, paying it $1,800 a month, it doesn't make a dent. It doesn't make me stress out. It doesn't make me feel like I'm in a position where, you know, I have to make more money and I have to hustle and bustle or anything like that. I've been able to allow myself the delayed gratification to ensure that now it's even sweeter than what it could have possibly have been 2 years ago. And all of this is thanks to my Amazon business. So less than 5% of the total income, net profit that I receive from my Amazon business on a monthly basis is going towards this car. And in that position, obviously people have different rules, 5% rules, 10% rules and whatnot. I'm in a position where I can very easily, comfortably make sure that it's not leaving a dent. And it's all because of my Amazon business that's allowing me to be able to afford specific luxuries like this. So I say all this to just simply get to the point that I didn't all of a sudden have a high jump in income and then decided, you know what, I want to be able to purchase this vehicle when going from 10K a month to 100K a month or anything like that. No, it's been consistent upward trending growth month over month that has allowed me to get in this position to purchase a vehicle like this, and it gives me the opportunity to be able to expand my horizons and give myself a rewarding system over the last 4 to 7 years that I've been able to work towards this specific goal. And over 4 years ago, this felt quite literally impossible. This felt like I would never be able to achieve this. I was parking people's cars. I was coming home at 3 a.m. I was exhausted. I was studying in school. I was doing all these different types of things, and it felt so far out of reach. But the only difference between now and then is that I stopped playing a game I simply couldn't win, because I decided to take control. I built myself an Amazon business that allowed me to take control over how much income I can be able to earn month over month. And I've never been capped in regards to how much money I may or may not be able to make over the last 4.5 years of me running my own Amazon business. No one's ever telling me when to clock in, when to clock out, when to take time off, when not to take time off, and so on. So if you want to learn the exact step-by-step system on how you can build yourself your own Amazon business, then click this video on the screen for my full Amazon dropshipping beginner's guide. That is an over 30-minute video explaining every single little detail that you need to start your own Amazon business. But if you're someone that wants to save a lot of the time and make sure you're not making any costly errors, then all you got to do is click the link in the description down below, apply to be a part of the mentorship program where I will personally mentor you on a one-on-one level to help you achieve the goals that you may want to achieve with a new Amazon business and make sure that you're getting to where you want to be within the least amount of time possible. So this car is really just one milestone. There's going to be many, many more to come over the years, but the truth is, at the end of the day, the real reward is just simply having that freedom of choice to do what I want, to spend time with who I want, and be able to do the things that I want to do without asking other people, and having full control in regards to how much money I can earn in my life. I'll see you guys in the next one.